Hello, everybody. It's Coach Carrie, and my husband found me a present today because he's the best husband in the world, and I'm so excited. I've always loved turtles, and I used to have the most beautiful turtle earrings that we got from one of our runs down in South Georgia, and I had like a turtle necklace, and of course they broke, but I break things. Maybe one day he'll fix them. But he found me a baby turtle today, and I'm gonna release it, but he saved it for me, and I'm hoping she'll keep her little head out because I want to show you one way that you can tell if a turtle is a boy or a girl. And so we're gonna go down to my fancy Gail Pittman pottery. You can tell a lot about a turtle by its eyes. Now this is like an eastern box turtle. And a lot of the eastern box turtle, if you look at the eyeballs and it's a boy, they'll have bright red or orange around their eyes or their eyeballs. Also, boy turtles are kind of rare. There's a lot more girl turtles than there are boy turtles. So we have ourselves a sweet little girl turtle here. And so you can see how pretty she is. Also, a girl turtle will have a much more rounded top of her little shell here. You can kind of check her out. She's so cute. The top of the shell of a turtle actually has a fancy name. It's called a carapace. And you can see how she's kind of rounded off. And a boy turtle is going to have more of like a boxy look to it. Okay, so I'm going to set her down for just a second and kind of look at her. Oh, that's my bacon socks. Oop. I put her in this. Oh, she's got some water here and gave her some leaves from outside just so she wouldn't be like too scared. Again, this is nice. Gail Pittman, she's sitting in here. She kind of got a little move on. Now, another cool thing that you can look at when it comes to turtles, if they let you pick them up, and you're going to wash your hands really good, and don't put your fingers in your mouth. We don't want to scare her too bad. But the underside of a turtle has a piece of the shell that is called a Plasterown, and that's the official fancy term of it. And you can look at the bottom of it, and you can see how hers is kind of straight. Boop, right there. So she's a girl. A boy turtle is going to have much more. Look at how cute she is. I love turtles. She's so sweet. A boy turtle is going to have more of a concave, in case he were to get on top of something. So she has, again, our sweet little turtle here. She has a, she won't get out. She has a sweet little rounded top, and then she has a much flatter shell on the bottom here. She wants to get out. Let's see what she does. And she has a much flatter, whoops, let's not, boop, 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 boop. She has a much flatter shell on the bottom. So that's kind of a neat way to be able to tell. Probably, you know, the easiest way to tell, though, when it comes to turtles, again, is going to be the eye color, because the boys are the only ones that really have the red or the orange. Now, of course, there's always going to be that one that might have red or orange eyeballs, and that's going to be that turtle. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. She's so cute. So, I'm kind of going to put her back in here because I want to tell you some other cool things about turtles around here when it comes to North Georgia. The most common turtle that we have here is the eastern box turtle. And most turtles need at least 2 hours of really good sunlight a day. And if they don't have that, their shell can get soft or it can get a lot of bacteria and get kind of mushy. Now, I will say that I've made a lot of mistakes with turtles over the years. For a long time, I was single momming it with 2 boys, and we used to find this turtle around the house. And so we would bring it in, I'd put it in the bathtub and fill it full of lettuce, because that's what I thought they ate, and kind of fill the tub full. And then I did a lot of research lately and found out that a lot of these box turtles will drown. So if you really want a turtle, which would be a great pet, do your best not to get a turtle from outside, because they're actually about to be on the endangered species list, which makes me kind of sad. So I don't want our turtles on the endangered species list. And of course, the biggest killer of turtles are us and cars. So if you do see one on the road and it's not a snapping turtle, it's a nice little box turtle like this one, this girl turtle. If you can pull over safely, hazard lights, nobody coming to, get you up. If you can pick up the turtle, make sure that you put it in the direction that it was going. That's going to be your best bet. And if you do bring it home and you want to show your children, I don't think there's a problem with that, but just make sure that we don't keep it for too long. We want to put it back outside where it goes. And again, if you do want to have a pet turtle, you can go to a pet store, you can go online, and there are all kind of places that sell turtles that you can keep as pets, but outside's where they belong. So she's so cute. Look at how cute she is. It's just making me so sweet. Look at she's talking. Huh. She heard us talking about her. My stomach was growling. She's a brave turtle. She's a brave turtle. And what's neat about turtles is that there were a lot of shields back in the times of Spartans and the Greeks and a lot of the other places that they had the big sea turtle shells, and they were great for their cover, and they could use those as shields. It was pretty cool. I like that idea. Look at how pretty she is. Also, these turtles, it's a good way to know if it's an eastern box turtle if you can kind of look. Their front hands right there are going to have five little fingers. You see that? Perfect example. Little Miss Turtle. And then her back, they're going to have 4. If I can get a good picture of that. They're going to have 4 little fingers on the back. But if they feel scared or endangered, they just go straight back into this little house. And if you look, it's really neat about as far as military tanks, and I mean really a lot of in history when it comes to warfare. Again, when it comes to the shields, a lot of those were kind of marked off and used when it came to what do turtles use, because they are extremely strong. Most turtles do hatch anywhere from 4 to 6 eggs, but there are some that can have up to 11. And then the average lifespan for a turtle around here in this area right now is about 25 to 35 years. But there are turtles around here that can live to be about 100 years old. So pretty neat. And I know that we talk about, turtles moving pretty slow, but if you've seen some turtles, it's pretty amazing how fast they can go. I'm always amazed, but to me, they're one of my favorite little reptiles, and I absolutely think they're the cutest. If you ever get a chance or an experience to see anything that has to do with the sea turtles and the eggs when they are hatched and they go into the ocean, that is really something, especially if you have children, that is fascinating to watch, that you do not want to miss. So again, if you find a turtle and think you want to bring it in and raise it, maybe try not to do that You bring it in, show the children. Please make sure that you wash your hands and anything that the turtle was in very well, and then set it outside. But if they really did like the turtle, go to a pet store and maybe look into getting them a turtle, because they do have a pretty long lifespan. But yeah, she's about as cute as it gets. And as soon as I get done with this video, we're gonna put her outside so she can have a good life. Where'd she go? Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing, old silly head? And so this is our turtle class for the night. Isn't she beautiful? I'm just loving her, and I'm so glad that my husband found her for me. She's so pretty. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The little 5 fingers up front, because she's like, what are you doing? And then the 4 in the back. And she's got a flat shell on the bottom, so which means that she's a girl also. And then the rounded top, she's a girl. And so we have us a little baby girl. Also, it's kind of neat that when a boy turtle is looking for a mate, like a girl turtle friend, he will actually go by and look at all the girl choices. And sometimes he'll bite them. That happens a lot in kindergarten too. But he'll sometimes bite them. And after they go on a date, if the boy turtle flips over, he might have a hard time getting back over when the whole thing's done. And that might be his last experience. But if you think turtles are interesting, which they are, all kind of cool videos out there. You can just go to YouTube, look things up. And what I'm finding, the more that I start to research things, you look up one thing and check the next YouTube video, and it says the exact opposite. So, yeah, just get in as much information as you can. And our little hula turtle is going to say good night. And thank you for learning about little Georgia turtles today. I'm a happy person, and I'm going to go wash my hands. I love you guys. Give yourself a hug. You're wonderful. Bye.